Please.
Hello everyone, Eric Watson here, freelance writer, player of games, writer of words, recorder of videos, tabletop role-playing aficionado. Welcome to our weekly live stream Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition online role-playing adventures. Joined as always by my good friends Chris, playing the noir, detective, human, inquisitive rogue Mannix.
Hello, Eric.
Heather playing the wickedly silent but deadly half-drow assassin rogue Kaless.
Cat's still in my spot.
Rochelle playing the popular and charismatic Triton Bard of Whispers Gillian.
Hello.
Raymond playing naive but lovable turtle battlemaster fighter George. We just lost. There he is. And Reese playing the undead-hating, animal-loving hill dwarf druid of the moon Theron.
Hello.
I think I had added y'all's extra class things and then forgot them one week, and now I'm adding them back in, so make that a thing. We stream our sessions live on YouTube every Friday evening. Catch up on previous episodes on my YouTube page, as well as read weekly session write-ups at roguewatson.com. Watch my behind-the-scenes No Players Allowed live series, Crafting Annihilation, on Thursday mornings. If you'd like to support the channel, please go to patreon.com/roguewatson. Shoutouts to Platinum patrons Andrew, Brian, Richard, and Joe, and Gold patrons RPG Papercrafts, Charming Grenade, and Pretty Boy and Yuma. Thank you all for your support. For our campaign, we use Roll20.net. For streaming, I use Open Broadcaster software with Streamlabs. Previously on Tomb of Annihilation. A full moon shone bright on the 5th night in the jungle. Azaka was acting strangely defensive and cagey, and was found missing during her nightly guard shift. Kaless went to investigate, hearing her whimpering before a tiger raced across the moonlit jungle, chasing a pair of Almirage. The tiger killed one of them, but then set its sights on the camp. Kaless got the jump on the beast, but realized her blade did no harm, and received a nasty swipe in return. Mannix set a bear trap down just in case, while George protectively scooped up the surviving Almirage. And George, you may earn a point of inspiration for saving that bunny unicorn. The party put 2 and 2 together, and Kaless put down her blade and tried to reason with the transformed Azaka were-tiger. She was successful, mollifying its bestial rage and letting the tiger go before more harm could come to either side. Kaless, you may earn a point of inspiration for talking down the tiger. The next morning, a guilt-stricken Azaka apologized for her duplicity. She carried the curse of lycanthropy, explaining that her stolen heirloom normally helped her suppress it. She hopes the party will make good on their promise to retrieve it soon. The party continued their journey up the river Soshenstar. They were annoyed by a pack of flying monkeys, and then witnessed a group of goblins cut down a less fortunate adventuring party right on the banks of the river. With Camp Righteous nearly in sight, a strange blue fog rolled along the river right towards their canoes. Theron used a spell to dispel the fog around them, though Kaless couldn't quite get her canoe into position in time. She and the Tabaxi were subject to the Mad Monkey Mist, rendering her unconscious while they reached the shores of the camp, while the Tabaxi now cling to each other obsessively. Camp Righteous was not what they were expecting. It was half destroyed and completely empty. Mannix found a journal left by one Commander Niles Breakbone that alluded to nearby hordes of undead, and Undril found another note left by one of the clerics mentioning that some of them did manage to fall back. She wants to search for them upriver. Meanwhile, a gigantic ancient shrine lies before them.
Right. We weren't sure where to go next.
And I'm still passed out, right?
You are still unconscious. Unconscious.
Well, wherever we decided to go last time, let's not go that direction and go the other way.
That's right. Whatever our team is prepared for, let's do the opposite.
Your team is never prepared for anything.
That's the secret.
That's the secret. You fools.
I'm always prepared.
That's it. I'm always unprepared. Mannix, you made a small bird friend.
Oh, that's right. The axe beak creature.
Yep, basically a ostrich with a shovel beak, but this one is a very young one.
So he's too young to ride.
Yes.
Is he too young to be like a pack animal? Like, I don't know what I'm doing with him right now.
I mean,
Maddox isn't one for
on-
pets.
yeah. It's busy eating whatever rations that you gave him last time, but I mean, he could carry like a fanny pack around him. I don't know. Anything is a pack animal if you've got a small enough pack, I suppose.
Right, okay.
Anything's a pack animal if you think creatively. My pet snake can carry my belt for me. I don't know.
Okay, well, for now, I'll just sort of take him back to the boats and maybe hitch him to the boat like a horse.
Hitch him to the boat. Hold down triangle. Hitch him.
That's right.
Hitch the bird thing to the boat?
Yeah. Or a tree, I suppose. It doesn't have to be the
A
boat.
flightless bird thing to a boat?
Both Tabaxi look unsure at the bird approaching. Like River says, I'll protect you, Flash. Do not worry." Flash just looks worried.
They're both beguiled by the mist as well, right?
You can roll an insight check if you like, but they definitely do not look
Sure.
like they are acting normal.
I'll roll an insight check and I'll ask them, like, what's wrong with you two?
River just speaks up. He says, I need to protect my brother. It's very dangerous out here. And the brother, whom you really have never hardly heard speak, he finally says, "It's very dangerous, very dangerous."
All right. So they got
And
some sort
with
of
that insight check, yeah,
or
you
fear.
think that there is some kind of... they're exhibiting some kind of either post-traumatic stress or some kind of mental illness, or something has suddenly surfaced that you have not seen before.
Right.
And it seemed to manifest at the same moment that Kaless just dropped unconscious upon
Yeah.
around the time you guys reached this area.
Well, shoot. They're kind of useless right now then.
Opposed to their usual useful. We know you hate the Tabaxi.
hiding under boats and shooting bows into nothing.
Darren doesn't care for them. He'll admit.
I'm still sleeping.
Yeah. So we don't know. I would say what Maddox wants to do is go investigate the shrine, because the fact that there is a big mystery in front of us in terms of the shrine is.
I'll remind you about what it looks like. If you did
Oh,
that
yeah.
pop up for you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is you can see the feet in front of you. So you guys are right here, kind of at the, well, you can't see where I'm pointing, but right where the steps are, basically leading up to this gigantic shrine built into this hill.
Skull Chest looks very happy.
Yeah.
It's very,
Would
very
you
inviting.
be if you had a doorway leading to your crotch?
Straight in.
It depends who the door is for.
What's it for tiny people, according to this picture?
Sure.
In that
Do any of our guides know anything about this particular temple, or who this figure might be that is carved in the mountainside here? Or hillside?
Annette actually speaks up and she says, "Yes, I think I know what this is. This is definitely Chilton in make. But I have heard the tales. I saw this, not this shrine, but the artwork in a children's book of a story of man and crocodile. I could tell you the story. It's kind of a old children's story for Chiltons."
Is it
Is it-
long?
I was just going to ask that. Is it a long story?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It says, "In the early days of the world, man stood by the banks of a river, frightened. Crocodile raised his head from the water and asked, 'What troubles you, cousin man?' Man said, 'I must cross this river, but I fear to enter the water alone because it teems with your brethren.' Crocodile replied, 'It's true, you would not be safe, but I will carry you across the river safely on my back if you promise to return the favor.' Man agreed, and Crocodile bore him safely across the water. When they reached the far bank, Man asked, "How can I repay you?" Crocodile replied, "I wish to see the realm of humans, but I fear to go there alone, because it teems with your brethren. You must carry me on your back across your realm." Man had been tricked, but a promise is a promise, so he carried Crocodile safely on his back across the entire realm of humans, a journey that lasted many years. He also swore in his anger that never again would Man and Crocodile be friends, and so it has remained to this day. That is the story.
Huh. All right.
That was not what I was expecting.
Yeah,
Shrugs and
nobody
says,
died.
"I don't know what this shrine is for, though."
Yeah. It's a man carrying a crocodile out of obligation. Yeah. I'll ask Gundrel if she thinks we should investigate inside of the temple for more information about her fellow people.
Undra would agree with that. She says, and if you recall from the journal, mentioned that some, they wanted to study, at least some of the, of the Order of the Gauntlet wanted to study this shrine, and then they found out it was dangerous, is all it said, and that one of their own sneaked in there like at night for whatever reason and just never came out. And instead of going in after, they just declared like this is a dangerous, just nobody can go in. So Undra is obviously interested in trying to figure out like what's going on there, if why is it dangerous and what the interest was. Azaka speaks up and says that there are shrines like this, ancient structures. They are pretty famous in Chult. A lot of people come to Chult to explore places like this because they are often filled with treasure. And the more dangerous the shrine, the more likely they are to still have the treasure.
Interesting. I like the idea of treasure. Well, I'm all for going inside this dangerous temple. What say the rest of you?
Let's go. We'll just carry Celeste on our back.
Me too. I mean, I'm down too. You don't have to carry me too.
Carry me.
Is somebody
Just
offering
hops on
rides? Yeah.
Well, I think this is stupid, but if everyone else is going.
Yeah, Celeste is going to be an issue, though.
Bang.
You guys, at some
George
point,
starts to sharpen knives, not for long.
at some point, I assume one of you at least tried to like wake her up, just normally, like, "Hey, wake up" or something.
Yeah.
And she,
Yeah.
no,
We just left her in the mud.
yeah, just face down.
Starts twitching after a few minutes.
Is that normal? And she is not able to be resuscitated. She's alive, just unconscious.
Why is she passed out? What happened to her?
There was a mist. Yeah,
Oh,
a
man.
fog that made these
That was
cats
mist.
paranoid and made her drop unconscious.
Can I do a medicine check on her to see, or investigation to see what might revive her?
Medicine would probably be good.
There you go. God damn, you have a +6 in medicine.
That's pretty solid.
I gotta remember that.
You look
True
over and
wise.
see that she seems fine, but the unconsciousness is definitely due to the inhalation of the mist and has just affected her brain. And it's almost like magical in nature. So
It's a brain mist. Oh no.
So no conventional medicines will wake her. However, you do note that she will heal over time.
Okay. She just like pass it through her system.
Yes, basically. And you
Like-
surmise that the same would go for the tabaxi as well.
Okay, just like emphysema.
Just like you're not quite sure, but you think it would take at least a full day, though.
Oh no! Kill her now!
Well, oh, Man.
He
Okay.
already told me how long I'm going to be passed out, so I'm just going to sit here.
Hope you've got a catheter and a straw.
I'm not cleaning up after her.
Yeah.
Let's just
I
play
say-
some board games while we wait.
Yeah. I say we take everybody inside the temple, like
Azaka
whatever
says
the entry room is.
Like the NPCs come up and they're like, Undril especially is like, if you want, I can just stay here in the tent and watch her, if that is acceptable.
Could be. You also probably keep an eye on the cats, because they're even less trustworthy right now.
Theron asked if she'd be able to handle it all herself.
She looks at Annette and says, well, maybe the two of us, and then she kind of looks at Azaka sidelong, and maybe some help out here.
Let's just build one of those sled things and just drag her with us.
Use her as a meat shield every once in a while.
Just prop up the sled. This is full cover.
Oh no.
Now you're thinking.
Mm.
It just makes these noises.
She's dreaming peacefully.
Yep.
It's just gas escaping.
Every once in a while, Celeste will scream in her sleep, I'm going to murder you all.
I mean, what
Or
happens
just-
if we just wait out here a day?
Yeah.
You all
we-
die. A slow, horrible death.
I was gonna say we drag everybody inside like the whatever the entry room of that temple is. So there's only one point of entrance, and we try to just sort of like maybe not get a long rest, but we take a long rest and just chill for the night in some sort of enclosed area like there.
George tears down a tent and uses the fabric.
What?
The fabric for what?
To make a sled.
Well, if we can wait out here a day, then she can help us in the temple, right?
We won't need a sled.
I
That's
feel like
at a time.
a sled will be a hindrance to the temple.
I mean, while we're like
As
resting
funny
out
as
here,
a human wall would be.
while we're waiting out here, George, you're more than welcome to build yourself a sled. I don't know if we'll need it at the end. Yeah, I don't know if we're, in too much of a hurry. We could just set up camp.
We'll find out.
Yeah, all right.
I say we set up camp and wait for her.
Yeah, wait this out.
If I know the DM.
Well, yeah, but I don't really want to. There's a lot of NPCs with us that could help.
Yeah.
What are the chances of another one of those mists just rolling by at the same time tomorrow?
in the middle of the night, we all wake up.
Let's
We're all
see.
unconscious.
I think.
Let's. Okay, yeah, we'd be fine.
Darren checks the spell book.
Do
Yeah,
you,
yeah,
have,
we're all right.
do you have spells left?
I have level 2 spells left.
Yeah.
I will not tell you how many.
No, I'll never know.
Do your worst, DM.
All right, so you guys camping out here then?
Yeah, it's fine. There's already tents.
Oh, there's little icons for currency now.
Yeah.
Yep.
They updated our sheets. at some
Yeah.
point.
That seems
Oh.
unnecessary.
Yeah. It's nice looking, but unnecessary.
So you're leaving the bird by the canoes. How are you handling the tabaxi right now?
Probably just put them in a tent with the.
Tie their shoelaces together.
Yeah, Azaka walks over there just to like grab them, and they just kind of like freak out, like they think she's gonna attack them, and she just kind of like sighs and looks at you guys. Like, what do we do with these idiots?
We just gotta get them inside one of the tents and let them sweat it out.
Lash them to a tree. Why is everyone laughing?
Just very calmly gets rope out.
Yeah. That tree over there will do.
Yep. She kind of herds them. She like gets a sword out and starts waving it at them.
Yeah, yeah. I'll try to just talk to them and ease them into one of these tents. Like, it's all right. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, they actually stay like holding hands.
Right in here, you'll be safe.
Isn't that the
There it
place that
is.
the snake almost killed you?
Oh yeah, did we kill that snake? Did that
Sure
snake
didn't.
leave?
You fell out of there and screamed and almost died.
Yeah. Well, then I tell someone to go in and kill that snake because I'm not going back in there. George, you got a big sword. Go in and kill that snake.
Let's do it. George goes in.
George, roll a perception check. This thing has no.
George gets
Here,
big
come here,
ones.
snake. Where are you?
Yeah.
Has no stealth, so I'm just gonna roll the dex.
Oh no.
Jesus Christ. The snake was. It
All right,
curled
George,
under the-
you walk in there and start swinging your sword around and do a lot of stuff that a snake would find threatening. And then by your foot, this little creature stirs, and it's gonna get a single attack off. But I don't think a 14 is gonna hit you.
Mm-mm.
See, that would have hit me. That's why I didn't go back in there.
So you can turn around and attack. We're not gonna be an initiative, but you can turn around and attack the snake.
I found you, snake. Hiya.
All right, you destroy that snake. It tries to hit you and kind of hits like an armored piece of your shell, and then you just reach down your sword and.
Just.
As
All
it's
his blood and skin is left.
Yeah.
Yep.
this snake head skewered on my sword, I turn around out of the tent to say, "Here it is."
I don't want it.
It's like this big, and Manic screams.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, now the tabaxi can go in that tent.
Yep.
Now that we've cleared it of dangerous snakes.
Snake free for 0 hours. All right, you guys can set up camp here.
Okay. Are we just getting the standard short rest here?
Yes, short rest. So
I'm going to go ahead and use a hit die.
yeah, if you guys want to roll any hit dice, you can do that. You can get your short rest stuff back.
I will play my bagpipes to make your hit die extra soothing. You can
I,
roll.
I love those
Whoever-
bagpipes.
Whoever's rolling hit die can roll an extra 1d6.
That's better than my hit die, I think, or it's the same.
The music is stronger than my body.
Or you regain an extra 1d6
Okay.
hit point. Yeah.
Hey, 8 points is
Correct.
magic. That's perfect. Oh, wait. Hitting +8 didn't actually do that. Why is it not? Okay.
I don't know.
You know, oh, I fucked that up. I'm too used to doing it as DM. I tried to do it on the token and that broke it.
Yeah, we all have that problem.
Oh, you didn't fuck with your max hit points, did you?
I'm sure I did.
You had 19.
No, well, no, hold on. Where's my max hit points on my sheet?
Wait, where's your? Did you delete your token?
No, he's right here.
Where are you?
How many hit points on it?
Manix dies.
Oh, I see. Okay. You were underneath. I had my little my number GM layer on right on top of you.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I am 1 point from full, so I'm good.
What was your? Let's see. Are you still using the same night shift as you were, or how do you guys want to do that?
hope not, because it was me and Tabaxi for the first shift.
That's very true. You guys might have to change this around.
No one pays attention to those details.
Yeah. Can you post it again? I don't remember what it was fully.
Yeah.
I can take first shift.
Okay, we'll just do it that way. We'll just have
How about just split it into 3 then?
Theron. Well, Theron can just do the first shift by himself then, and then the rest of it will stay the same. You all right with that, Theron? Can you
Sounds
handle-
good. I'll be as cautious as 2 people.
Theron taking
Minus-
first shift?
2.
That's right.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. George, what is your passive perception?
It's on the sheet.
Yeah, I think.
It's below your skills.
Is it
Yeah.
passive wisdom?
Yep.
14.
Okay. During the night, when George and Undril are up, the rest of you are the rest of you in the tents, or how do you actually want to be like?
Probably in the tents, right? Trying
Yeah.
to actually really sleep.
There are some tents standing above. Otherwise, you've got these 2 bigger tents here, so you can all crowd into these if you want.
I assume I was left in the little tent I got dumped in.
Yeah.
You said
You're
there are smaller tents?
There's still some tents still some smaller tents to the north that you could probably like clear out some debris and crash in if you wanted your own tent.
Theron will do that.
Okay.
sleeps alone. Mannix at first starts to follow him to the tent. And like, no, never mind.
Theron gives him a look.
Okay.
What kind of look?
A
You know.
meaningful look.
Hey, come hither, or
Zuck
It's
will
a
do
look
it.
dripping with meaning.
During the shift of now George and Undril's guard shift, you all are just kind of looking around. You don't really hear anything going on. At some point, you look over and see that one of the canoes has been unmoored and is just floating out into the river.
Better not be the one that has my monkey still in it.
And George, about at that time, you think you might have seen a small shape like running away towards a northerly direction. And at the same time, this little bird that was by the canoe starts squawking in like danger, like it's being attacked, even though you don't really see anything around at the moment, but you did see that something had just left, and now one of the canoes has just floated off into the river. How do you want to react to this?
he blinks his eyes. He rubs his eyes and says, lady, I think I saw something over there. And do we have 3 canoes before?
It's like, oh, yes. Oh, dear, what's happened? This bird is making a terrible noise, too. And she kind of walks over to it to try to calm it. And it's still like just really nasty. And
Do you understand bird?
it's like, no.
Ask that bird who attacked us.
What happened? What happened, bird?
That bird just keeps.
George grabs a burning log and can I find anything? Tracks?
You do start to see little humanoid tracks in the mud, leading over from north to south, kind of along the banks here. This bird is still making a loud ruckus, however, and after a few moments of that, you start hearing like a sound like of something or things running along the ground. And after a few more moments, the sides of the tents over here begin to sway back and forth as you see a bigger version of that bird. Several of them seem to kind of crash into the tents as if in response.
Damn it! Why'd this happen on our shift?
I don't want this responsibility.
All right.
Is this bird loud enough to where it would wake the rest of us up? Is it like an alarm sound?
I mean, it depends
Not
on if
really.
you would hear this kind. Yeah, it's kind of an alarm sound, but it's up to you whether you would think you'd be like, shut up and just go back to sleep.
I would assume most of us would be on guard.
You'd probably be
That
waking
kind of
up
thing,
about
but-
now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me kill this bird. It's too loud.
Oops. Revealed.
Just say the word. I will slice its head neatly off.
Who are you talking to? George says to no one in particular. Give me the word. I'll kill it. Okay. Slice.
I'm talking to this woman here.
Oh, Undril. Yeah.
It was like, I think we might have a bigger problem. As you see a bunch of larger versions of that bird come trampling in protectively. And I would like you
Oh,
all
shit.
to roll some initiative, please.
Oh boy.
I'm assuming I'm not rolling initiative.
You are having some very pleasant dreams.
I go back to my book now.
All right, we got the critical fail out of the way.
Yep. Done.
Aaron's like, huh? None of you wear actual medium or heavy armor, right?
Our fighter might, but he was
No.
up
Your
for.
fighter is armorless.
Oh. Oh,
Wait, the birds
yeah.
are up here? Uh-oh.
Yep.
Birds.
Yeah, you probably get woken up pretty quick because these things are trampling all around the tent suddenly.
The reason for my and Uncontrolled low initiative is because I tried to cut the bird's head off,
Oh my god.
but he
You're,
stopped.
Wait.
you're good.
Where do you
George.
where do you draw the line on animals? Because you saved a little bunny unicorn, but you're willing to decapitate this bird?
It's so loud. It's gonna wake everybody.
All
It's
right.
gonna wake everybody.
Good to
We're under
know.
attack. You don't want us awake.
Huh?
So we're under attack. Don't you want us awake?
He doesn't know that.
Is my-
He didn't know it at the
It is
time.
my duty as the night watch.
To keep everyone
To
awake.
silence
Everybody.
all noises. So Mannix, next time you get up to pee, he's just gonna cut your head off.
That is distinctly
It
the
is my
opposite
duty.
of what a night watchman is supposed to do.
Hey,
Right, no matter what dangers infiltrate the camp.
Dude, the problem is
everyone
you
must-
never told him what a night watchman is supposed to do when you put him on guard duty.
I just know when it's my turn to sleep, I would want the same service.
Christ.
Let me
Complete
sleep.
Silence.
Zombies, I don't care. I'm asleep.
As long as they're quiet zombies, they're fine.
Just wait till morning, okay? We'll deal with it then.
Uh,
All right, the birds. There will not be a surprise round, but some of you will be having to spend this round waking up, essentially. The birds will crash through the tents from this side. And they are fast motherfuckers. And they will come into the direction of the little bird. And just come racing at you, George, especially. Theron, you you become like a burrito wrapped inside your tent as these birds just come racing around you, and just all of a sudden your whole shit just kind of falls down onto you. And you just get
Why have I
wrapped up.
done this to myself?
Theron Rito.
15, 20, 25, 30. Put that one. These birds actually fit into this area, kind of. They're so big.
I move my tokens out on the board so I can see what's going on?
These things are just gonna crash through. Let's see, where did it start? Can you not? Oh, because you're in that dynamic lighting, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, this one will race over. And you can see that one. Squawk!
Where did that one come from? From the south?
They all came from the north.
Oh.
And there's like crashing through and around these tents.
Oh, you did steal their baby.
My
I didn't
baby!
steal it. I was making friends with it.
Is that what you're gonna say to a parent? If you steal I didn't steal your child. I was making friends with it.
Well, the child was already locked up. In this scenario, I rescued their child from a jail
And then tied
and
it
took
to
care
a
of it.
rope.
and took care of it until the parents arrived.
George, these two axe beaks are gonna attack you. Very ineffectively. And Mannix, why are you you're like sitting out here?
Because I wanted to see what was going on. I was inside the tent.
Oh,
but...
you did? Okay, you were the waking up. All right, well, your
Yeah.
fastidiousness in waking up will get you some attacks.
Oh, great.
This one will attack Undril, and then this one will attack you. So we'll do Undril. Boy, these things are
Now
rolling
mine's
very
good.
well. This one is yours.
God damn it. Yep.
13
that
hits. Wow.
Yeah.
About 7 damage. Is
Well, that hit die is...
Spurt just comes racing in. Alright, Annette will spend this round waking up and going, oh no, what's going on? A terrible squawking!
A terrible squawk.
Terrible squawking. Gillian, you are in the middle of waking up. So you are prone. You have to spend half your movement standing up, and then you can still take an action.
Okay. So is this a bird here that I can see?
Yeah, the token's right there, but
Behind
it's
a net?
you're still like inside of a tent technically.
That is Mannix.
sure looks like a bird. Fire.
Oh no, I took out Mannix.
Why did I wear my
Sorry.
bird robe today?
Okay. But I'm inside a tent.
You are inside a tent, and it
Do
sounds
I-
like just fucking chaos outside, like just trampling and loud squawks, and Mannix
Okay.
crying.
I just got slashed by a beak. Lets everyone know this.
Well, I guess I need to exit the tent. Which way is the exit? I can't really tell.
The exit is to the south, where a giant bird's back is
Oh,
basically
where
to
that
you.
Gillian,
large bird
it's-
is.
Super claustrophobic all of a sudden.
I've got to get out of this tent!
Canvas walls surround her. That's
Yeah.
all she sees.
Well, Theron is literally buried alive in his tent.
She just takes off running through a direction in the tent.
Hold on. Let me see.
Free bird.
There's a burrito.
Oh,
Gillian's just
bear.
a ghost.
The chat says bear Rito if you transform into a bear,
Nice.
I think.
Yep.
It will depend.
I guess if I can see the back of this bird right here, then I'll just try to hit him with my crossbow.
Okay. I forgot to roll Sokka's initiative, didn't I?
I'm about to be trampled as this bird tries to come in and eat her for hitting it with his crossbow. Alright.
Hmm.
11 will hit. Birds do not have much in the way of armor. 8 damage. You sink that into its backside. Seems very irritated.
We
That
could
did
kill
take
one, we eat like kings for days.
yeah. Take a good chunk out. Mannix, You have been rudely awakened by the squawking of a small bird, and
Yep.
now very much awakened by the slicing of a bigger bird.
Yeah. I will disengage as a bonus action. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I will run to the little bird. Can I... I don't know if I can roll insight on animals. Can I try to get a sense of, do these big birds want the little bird? Is that what's going on here?
I'll let you roll animal handling as a free action.
Okay.
Mannix, it's difficult for you to say, but obviously the big bird's arrival is caused by the little bird's distress. And they do seem to be rushing kind of in a... especially from your point of view, like they are rushing towards the smaller bird. Presumably maybe in like a defensive position or something.
Well, then I am going...
We need to protect the bird.
Cut off the
I am
bird's-
going...
They want to kill it.
I'm going to unhitch the tiny bird. Yeah.
No.
Mercy kill him. I won't let you have them.
This took a fantastic turn.
No. I'm going to unhitch the little bird, take the rope around it from off around its neck, and pick it up and whisper to it, tell them I was your friend. And then I'm going to throw the little bird over their big bird's head to like behind them. I'm trying to like throw him like this direction, like behind.
Tell your people I was your friend. During the bird uprising, I shall be spared.
I will serve them well.
I will provide valuable intel on my friends.
That's right.
Yeah, you...
The dwarf burrito is currently vulnerable. Take him.
Take him first.
He'll feed you for days.
I can find you all the bird seed. Alright, you take that bird and you... You know what? Roll a dexterity check for me to try to hurl... Where are you trying to hurl this bird? In the middle of them?
Yeah, or like as far just this direction as I can. Just a straight line.
Okay.
Either if that's in the middle of them, behind them, however
Give
far
me
I
a
get.
dexterity check to see how far you can throw this bird.
Whatever it may be.
Yep.
All
Hey,
right.
look at that!
You pick up this bird and hurl it into the sun.
Oh no! Now I've killed him. That's not my intention at all.
You wind up and
Birds are
hurl
now
it.
angrier than ever.
I throw it so
As
well
you-
that it just
as you-
decapitates itself on a branch.
As you hurl it into the air, you briefly wonder if this is the kind of bird species that always lands on its feet.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope you're okay. You'll flap your wings and land softly, right?
Crunch.
You don't really see what happens because there's giant birds right in your way, but you do lose sight of it when you throw it, and it.
All right.
There,
and
he has a crunch from his spot.
I'm gonna take 5 feet back. It's the last bit of my movement, and that's all I got.
Splat. Zaka is going to spend her turn basically in the same situation. All these tents were trampled, so she kind of like just crawls out for her turn and assesses the situation. Like, what the Ox speaks. George.
Seeing as I don't know how the birds are going to react, I'm just going to attack this one on the left.
24 will certainly hit.
And again.
Will hit for 8, so for 13.
Mhm.
Alright, you slice that giant chicken up pretty mightily. It looks back at it was looking back at the bird, but now it looks to you kind of ferociously and seems to now take a even more defensive position.
I'm hungry for bird.
Having chicken tonight.
Theron!
And I'm all out of gum.
Theron Rito.
Wait. Damn it. So can I break out of this tent?
You can either crawl out or you can warg out. What are you asking?
If I crawl out, is that an action?
No, it basically is half your movement to get out of being prone.
Okay. If I wasn't able to crawl out, I would have warged out, but yes.
We'll say
I'll just come out
Yeah,
normally.
it basically is half your movement to come out, and probably if you want to go if you want to get out, I'd do another double movement. So we'll say you have after you crawl out, you can do another 5 feet of movement. That's how we'll flavor it.
Okay.
You are very.
Theron sheepishly gets out of his tent then.
All right, so from here
Hey,
you can
everyone.
move. Yeah. There's birds
I can
everywhere.
5 feet from here.
Yes.
Should I just grab the bird again?
Toss it even farther.
Or throw it back over.
You see the bird.
Keep it away.
The bird looks like it is. You're not quite sure if it's injured or not, but it's just it just has an insane, bug-eyed look on its face. Like it's just in super fear mode now. It is not shut up.
Can I attempt to calm the bird?
You can. I would give you animal handling with disadvantage to try to calm this bird at this point.
Okay.
He is up to the task.
Almost.
Yeah, you are not quite able to calm that bird's stress
down. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna do anything else.
Okay. Undril will call back to you, Mannix, and ask if you are okay.
As long as I don't get hit by another one of those damn birds, I'm alright.
Another bird flies at you.
Yeah, slash. Ah!
One of the birds throws another bird at you.
That's right. Now the birds have learned to throw other birds.
She nods and says, "Can your druid friend speak with them or anything? I don't want to have to kill them, but they appear to be very angry."
I mean, maybe.
She'll try to
Theron.
whack the nearest one with her.
Yeah, I
Do you-
can do it, but
you-
you're gonna have to wait.
Alright. Tell these birds we're
missed.
friends.
Yeah,
That I love their little baby as my own.
As I say, it didn't work out before or earlier, so
The
Oh,
Tabaxi
yeah,
have not
yeah.
left the tent at all. They appear to be just whimpering in there.
Yeah.
This Axbeak will back up and pluck the bird from the ground and reach out and put it on its back, and then kind of squawks and will back away, not race off, but just kind of back away and look at you all and just kind of squawk angrily. And then this one, let's see, this one near the tent is going to back away, which, George, you can get an opportunity attack if you want. And we'll
Save
snap.
it for the other one.
Okay. It's going to snap at Theron.
hey,
Defensively.
I was trying to help.
Goddamn.
Boy. 10 damage just reaches
Yeah.
out and just wrenches you. George, this one will also attack and back away, but it's going to attack first and then back up. Wow.
My God,
Now I'm
these
getting
birds
those.
are.
Boy.
I don't care for this.
Yeah.
I am getting well above average damage. I'm sure you all were thrilled to know that. George, this one does start backing away, though, so you can get an opportunity attack. 12 does hit. Garbage for AC. That will for 5 damage. And this one does look like it is really bloody. You took a deep gash out of it, and it looks very heavily wounded. This one is going to start backing up. It will take a swipe at Azaka as it does. But Azaka will shrug it off. And it will actually just crawl its way back across the destroyed tents. And then this one will take a bite at Undril. Boy. start backing off.
Go away, birds!
She goes, ah! Inette will race out and heal Undril. And then we go to Gillian.
Okay.
Birds appear to be backing off, though they are dealing out some damage as they do so.
Play them the bagpipe song of friendship.
Yeah.
Convince them we mean them no harm.
It sounds like the bagpipe song of enmity.
They're very similar.
They're very similar, yeah.
No one can really tell with the bagpipe.
It's a flaw.
I think since they're backing off, I will just cast Healing Word on Mannix.
Thank you.
Almost every round somebody has to heal, man.
Yep. I'm supposed to be staying out of combat, but it hasn't quite worked out like that.
That's weird.
Combat has not gotten the message.
Yeah, exactly. Go away, combat. All right, 7. Thank you. That's back up. That's exactly how much damage they did.
Combat does not know to stay away. Would you like to pursue a restraining order?
That's right. I'd like. Yep.
Mannix.
Okay, at this point, I feel like the birds are leaving. I turn my attention to the river and to see if that.
Attack it with all my might.
That river looked at me wrong.
Die, river!
What is the river's armor class?
Where is our fucking canoe?
Your canoe, so it is nighttime, although I haven't switched the lighting right now. So you basically has lost sight of that canoe.
All right, well then I would like to pull out my lantern and light it up and point it at the river and try to find our canoe.
Okay. You think you might see an object floating out into the river. The river doesn't move fast, but it has been, obviously things near the shore are going to be dragged along.
Well then, Undril and Gillian are right next to me, so I'm gonna yell at them. Let's hop on this canoe. We're losing one. We gotta go get it. And I'm going to hop into the nearest canoe and start getting the oars out and whatever you gotta do to get a canoe ready.
Usually you push it out in the water first.
Yeah, I start pushing it out in the water. Right, that's what you do first.
Do the action, use canoe.
Use canoe, yes. I mean, I guess I could take. I don't know if can a person use a canoe by themselves.
You can.
Yes.
Okay.
There is one.
Like,
These are big canoes, so
you gotta really man up and like get
Mannix, we've
The question
covered
is,
this. Mannix has little
can
spaghetti
Mannix-
arms.
Yeah.
He's not.
what? Yes. One person can use a canoe, large or small.
All right. Well, then Mannix will actually use his action to actually push the canoe out and jump in and start trying to row towards the other canoe.
Exciting. Please roll me an athletics
Yes.
check, please.
Okay.
To try and because you're trying to go in a specific direction.
Yeah.
Chad is reminding you to suck at rowing.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
Mannix,
12's not terrible.
Mannix, you're so close. You really
God
really
damn it.
think you're feeling it. But
Maybe
you turn
drown.
you're like, I'm hauling ass. I'm really out there. And you turn around and you haven't quite put the oars in the water yet. You're just like, oh.
Right.
You've gone like 10 feet from the shore.
Well, if
It's
Undril-
deeper in the shore.
if anyone or if George or Undril or Gillian wants to run over here and jump in this canoe and help me out, they can. I would welcome that.
Wouldn't Gillian be able to swim it faster than rowing in the canoe?
I mean, that's also possible. Yeah.
Probably.
She and George just do like tricks over the canoe as
As Mannix ineffectually tries to row it.
Zaka, meanwhile, pulls out her blade.
Oh yeah, the bird.
Azaka, the bird. Azaka, the birds are leaving. Cool it.
Like Axe beaks, make good food.
Mmm.
She does 16 damage. She pulls out her blade, and you like blink once, and she has literally just does like a flip move, like a one scratch, and then scratches it again, like makes like an X shape, and the bird just goes "Arr!" and just falls down dead.
All right. Well,
She grins.
I hope those birds don't hold grudges.
No, these are not the Grudgeucles birds. George, you see Azaka murder a bird. The other birds seem to be backing off, and Mannix has jumped into a canoe and hilariously not made it far.
George sees Azaka's like, that's my kind of woman. And then, yeah, runs
I
after this bird
believe
that's
in
running up,
miracles.
and he continues to hack at this bird here.
He sees Mannix and he sees Azaka, and then he just wants to go to kill some birds to impress Azaka.
Which one of these?
Literally slowly turning in the water. It's like, somebody please. He doesn't quite have the wingspan, so he has to do one after the other, just pulls in a circle. George, how would you like to murder this bird?
Murder is such a strong word.
It is.
Just as it runs away, he cleanly slices off its legs.
No, why?
What the hell?
Okay, there.
George is a serial killer.
Yeah, Mannix is saying there's something wrong with George. Like he's a nice guy, but he
don't
fucking murders things in terrible ways.
He's a psychopath.
Yeah,
Kind of.
there is a disconnect there.
He's
that
just
is
gonna like pet his
unsettling.
bunny like real hard.
Yeah.
I'm worried.
And then, can I just run over here with the rest of my movement and, as a free action, just put my foot out so that Mannix stops spinning in the circle?
I'm trying.
He slowly wipes bird guts off his sword. Oh man.
We're
Chat.
eating good tonight.
Chad is loving that, by the way.
Don't
They're-
encourage him. He's a fucking psychopath.
They're absolutely encouraging him.
We don't want this in our party.
He's getting all.
Don't we?
This is bad news for everyone.
We.
Chris, I remind you, I stabbed like the cutest little flying monkey.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
Mannix is concerned about all over. He's not having good thoughts here.
Mannix is trying to retain
To tail.
retain his humanity in the face of such brutality.
You gotta
Mannix
engage
is-
a man bear. Two of his members might be
Yeah.
psychopaths.
Yeah.
He's spinning around in circles in the water. Just a lot of poor life decisions.
Yeah, all of this is bad for me.
That's the,
The best
narrator voice
musician in
kicks
the
in.
group plays the bagpipes. Just terrible.
Theron.
I mean, the birds look like they're leaving.
They look like they are leaving.
Then we murder them. That's
I think Theron's okay, not taking vengeance on the one that attacked him.
Now, one of you has that as a trait, right? One of you swears vengeance on enemies, I believe.
It's
Oh
not
yeah,
me.
that's me. I always forget that.
Kill that bird then.
Well, nobody attacked her directly, though.
Well, she'll kill it for me.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm So
Stare.
Mannix is moored again.
Basically.
Mannix is mad at everyone now. I'm trying to save our damn asshole.
That's-
Um,
I just need to
I'll,
record that line and just replay it like once an episode. Like, Mannix is mad at everyone now.
I'm gonna disengage from this bird and see if I can help in the search of the canoe.
Okay.
Can I see anything different with dark vision?
It's probably about the same as his lantern light, which is you can see that it is out
Oh.
there, like lifting kind of down the river, slowly but surely.
Okay. I guess I'll jump into.
Jump into the canoe with me.
He's considering going in a
Yeah.
different canoe. That's what he's considering.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did it
I'll
cross
jump in
the line?
Manix's canoe and tell him to move over so I can actually steer it and he can help
Oh, thank God.
whatever he does.
Drops the oars. I don't want to.
Don't drop the oar.
Spoosh, spoosh.
Oh, shit. That's not what I meant to do.
Whoops. All right. If you want, because I don't think you use an action yet, right?
I mean, technically, I guess disengage from the bird.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
Just take the attack of opportunity.
Already attacked me for 10.
Yeah,
Good.
it was pretty nasty. Yeah, Undra will call out and say like, Zaka dear, I believe the birds are leaving. The rest of us are going to try to find the canoe. I'm not sure what happened to it. That's pretty much all she's going to do. The birds will continue their egress and back off.
The ones who can.
The ones who can, yeah, and they will continue backing off
The
slowly
ones
and
just slapping
walking.
ineffectually on the ground,
Yep,
crying piteously.
that will that will take us out of combat and out of initiative.
Oh,
So we're
man.
just stuck with the bird, crying for its life on the ground.
It's dead. It's definitely dead. He cut off its legs, and that was like the death blow
Bled
for
out,
the bird.
yeah.
Okay, sure, it bled out. Like, there were a few moments of just piteous horror. But it has died.
George cocks his head. The sound.
And pets his bunny as he watches the bird die.
No axe speaks were harmed in the making of this episode.
Exactly, yeah. We
Yeah.
have to clarify that.
Zaka says, "I will carve this one up. Make good eating."
Excellent.
Great.
Andros says, "Oh my."
George says, Annette, you help her cook. We'll be back.
It is like 2. It was the last shift, so it's probably like 3 in the morning right now. By the way.
Yeah, I'm not sure any of us are going to go back to point, but
Yeah.
I'm still asleep.
Yeah.
All right, let me push this canoe.
Let's lose another canoe.
What do I roll to push this out into the water?
You don't need to roll. You can push a canoe into the water.
Was I not able to push the canoe out when I got in?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, you guys are able to get the canoe out.
Not Manix.
Okay.
You were probably busy retrieving the oars that Mannix threw in the water.
As Theron pushes the canoe out and starts rowing, Mannix leans towards him and says, "I'm more of an idea man, really."
Pick up the damn paddle.
Here's an idea for you. Row.
I need to see Bear like beating Mannix with the other paddle. Pick up the paddle.
They row out to the middle of the river, and only Theron comes back in the canoe.
I've made some decisions with the party.
Party just goes, yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Choices were made, consequences happened. Alright, it is the dead of night, but thanks to Mannix's lantern and Theron's dark vision, you are able to find the other canoe. There won't be any checks needed because we're not in a time constraint or anything, so you can lasso that canoe and slowly bring it back to
Oh, is there no one in it?
camp. There's nobody in this canoe. No, it's empty. You find it, and it's just empty.
So-
you just got.
Is
Wow.
my monkey still in it?
Is your monkey still in it?
Yeah.
She stabbed a monkey and then she passed out. So
Yeah.
Some things happened in between those things, but yeah.
Oh no, I kept
The passing out was not a consequence of stabbing the monkey.
Oh, right.
We hear a troop of monkeys coming for us now.
Yeah, exactly. We're making enemies everywhere we go.
Bent on hell revenge. I need to remind
Yeah,
you
so
all.
if any, is anything that we might have left in the canoe still in the canoe?
I'm
I don't
assuming
know
you
what
guys don't really leave anything in the canoes, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I guess we'll, in this case, assume that we took Kales's monkey skewer
Just a
out of the
reminder
canoe.
of how cute those monkeys look.
Right. That
Just-
that monkey skewer.
Hmm. I made a monkey kebab.
So, Rochelle, we were all trying to make them go away peacefully, just FYI.
Uh-huh.
No, this is Maddox saying this to Gillian. We were trying to make them go away peacefully. She stabbed one right through the middle.
Tip to tail. And then I swung it at them.
And kept the
Yeah.
mummified body for some reason.
Yeah.
I still have questions
On
about
the
that.
sword.
That checks out.
Yeah.
To be fair, I was looking just to take its fingers because it was stealing our shit.
That's right. You rolled like a crit or something. You're intended just to like slice its fingers off. Which
Oh.
is, yeah. All right, so we got our canoe back.
Did.
It's now like it's last shift, so it's almost dawn at this point, right?
Yeah, you probably got a couple
Or-
more hours.
Okay.
But things seem to have died back down.
All right. Well, Mannix isn't going back to sleep, so he just started playing cards with himself or whatever. He's got a dice set.
Want some bird meat?
Starts playing dice with himself.
George, you should cook that first. Are you cooking it?
Yeah, I'm cooking it.
Okay.
There's campfire.
Yeah, Zaka just starts like bringing over like just fucking hefts of just giant meat.
Mm-hmm.
She's got like a glaze, almost drunk look in her eyes, like, axe beak, very good eating. This one especially tender. Alright, you guys make it to the next morning. The giant bird remains are giving off a pungent odor.
Does it wake me up?
You are not quite awakened yet. It has not been a full 24 hours. It is morning of the next day.
Can we throw that dead bird in the river?
Sure.
That's
I was
a
gonna
song.
make my famous bird waffles.
Bird.
Gross.
Batter is feathers.
It's like chicken and waffles, but all the bad parts.
I have so many
It's
questions.
It's chicken and waffles, but nothing is what you think it is.
That's right.
The secret ingredient is mayonnaise.
Oh, no.
Mayonnaise and feathers.
Yeah.
Yep, you toss that thing in the water.
Good riddance.
Sokka
Good
looks
meat.
sad. I guess
Why are we
Yes.
throwing away?
It might bring bigger predators.
That's why I'm throwing it in the river. That was exactly my thinking.
She
But
nods.
now,
Or are there worse predators on land or in the river? I guess I didn't consider that.
why are we not eating the bird? It's already dead.
I thought we were already eating one of them.
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
figured the other one's gonna rot.
You guys are eating the
I
other
mean,
bird.
I mean,
I
if
suppose
If Sokka can clean it,
if she knows how to like salt meat, keep it for some period of time. Go ahead.
you already threw it in the river.
Well, I guess I did. There's still one whole bird.
You've got the other one, yeah.
Clean that one. We'll just throw the remains of that one in the river afterwards. I am terrified of.
You're terrified of everything.
Salmonella?
Yeah, that's right. You shouldn't eat.
Make sure
rotting
that bird
flesh.
meat gets to 165 degrees, please.
Yeah.
Brought my magic thermometer with me,
That should be a spell.
specific to meat.
All right, yeah. In the meantime, we're just killing time until Celeste gets over her issues.
Karen just watches the bird float down the river,
Sadly.
shakes his head.
All right, you guys can wait it out, and we'll say that as late afternoon approaches, every once in a while during the day, as you guys are really just killing time here, you all think you're being watched at some point. Or you,
Oh, right.
Or you
There's
think
a thing,
you might.
There's a humanoid thing, yeah,
You
out there.
think you
right.
might see like something out of the corner of your eye, or something makes you all uneasy, but you're never quite able to pinpoint what it is.
Yeah.
But you definitely have that feeling.
It's Mannix, throw him in the river.
I'm watching you all. Yeah. So something humanoid untethered the canoe. I didn't actually see it, but let's say I looked at the tracks after the fact.
Yeah. George, I believe, was the one that saw it.
Mm.
And he ain't talking.
All right. So, but we're all awake though, so we're all like ready for something if anything happens, I suppose.
I mean, we could try to follow these footprints. There's footprints here in the mud.
Yeah, I'm wary of going walking off into the forest without Celeste also until she's back.
Do, 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 do,
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want, we can just fast forward to that time, just letting you know that is happening. So if you guys want to react to
Yeah.
that, you can. But the whole time you feel like you are being like watched, and it's never
Nice.
from like one particular direction or anything. You just have that uneasy feeling that like something's out there or some things.
We will all be hyper vigilant to the point
Yeah.
of exhaustion.
That's right.
All right,
Yeah.
we'll say that you guys make it to late afternoon, and Celeste finally begins to stir. And Celeste, you can snap out of your unconscious state.
Yay, that's a lot sooner than you told me it was gonna be.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, they're just going to keep waiting, so.
Tell the class how long.
All right, in
it
fact,
was
we'll
supposed
say
to be
a whole we'll go ahead and let you do, if y'all want to do another short rest, we'll go through a whole nother night and day sequence. Like, you guys literally wait through an additional day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take a short rest.
Okay. Yeah, you're going to have the benefit of a short rest. Nothing happens that night, but you still... And plus, you guys are more hyper-vigilant now and, you know, probably giving better... yeah, Celeste, you can actually have a long rest.
Do the bagpipes, Gillian. Someone's short resting.
Yep,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
about to. Roll an extra 1d6.
Me?
Did you roll hit die?
Yes.
Roll an extra 1d6.
All right. I did. Thanks. I was one off of my hit point maximum, so.
Wow.
All right, Max. He's got the body for healings.
Fine, I'll roll it anyway.
I'll roll for Underl to heal as well. She took some damage. All right. Okay, so yeah, at the next day, another full day goes by of you guys just really killing time. And by now you probably just
We're really
enjoy-
starting to get cabin fever at this point.
Yeah.
enjoy a feast of the axe beak. The tabaxi are still, however, under the effects when Celeste wakes up.
All right, just tie them up and let's go.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's like.
Tie them to
I
the
think-
tree and then tie the tree to the canoes. Or no, they're
the
between the tree and the canoes somehow.
Wait, like string them up.
Yes.
That's terrible. I don't want them anywhere near our canoes because I'm afraid they're going to just take our canoes and leave.
Well, they're gonna be tied up to the tree.
Oh yeah.
Tie the canoe to the
Have they even left the tent that they're in? They've just stayed in there the entire time, right?
Yeah.
Are they still here?
Yeah, exactly. We check
Yeah.
on them. Are they still in the tent?
They're still here. They still appear to be under those same effects that have been affecting them since they got here, in terms of them being obsessed with each other and kind of paranoid about everything else.
I feel like we should leave one of the other NPCs out here. Just keep an eye on the canoes and keep an eye on our cats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably Annette, because she is the most useless.
Well, I was thinking the opposite of that, because...
If the Tabaxi decide they want to leave,
Yeah.
Oh,
we need
yeah.
somebody who can actually stop them. Yeah, let's leave Azaka out here. If she's okay with it.
She'll
Yeah.
know how to skin them.
That's right. Don't
Hey,
let the
maybe we'll get lucky
nods and-
and she'll turn into the weretiger again and just eat
Yeah,
She looks
right.
back at the axe beak and says, "I've got some more carving to do. I will watch the
Don't
cats."
let anyone take our canoes, and don't let the cats leave.
If you have to turn into a cat, that's fine. Make sure the canoes are still here.
Right.
I don't really care what happens to the guides.
She sighs. Good to know you value the canoes over the lives of your guides.
Not guys. That's
what I just said. Nope. That's what I just said. There's no need to quibble over that statement.
That is entirely accurate.
Undra looks at the shrine. She's like, "I don't know if I want to go in there." Or Annette says that.
I mean,
It'll be fine.
why not? Are you afraid of the shrine?
It's like, a little bit.
Darren says, we were just attacked by birds out here. Do you think the shrine's going to be that much more dangerous?
Roll a persuasion check.
Oh, come on. Hey,
That's not bad.
that's better.
Yep.
Yeah, she does not seem to be. She still seems to be reluctant to go in there.
Fine. Stay out here and carve turkeys with Azaka.
Let's tie her to the tabaxi.
What?
Why is everybody trying to tie this taxi to things?
We don't trust the cats.
Apparently.
We've established this. All right. Well, then we give them individual jobs. Annette is to look after the cats. And Azaka is to make sure that no one takes their canoes.
Okay. She nods. Zaka sighs and walks over to the canoes. Just kind of sits back on one and crosses her arms.
I love those canoes, Azaka.
I've got the canoes.
Just okay.
No, it should be the opposite, because maybe Azaka will solve our guide problem.
They're not a problem per se.
God. There's just constantly plotting about how to get the tobacco killed. Gotta make it look like an accident. Monster. You're the real monster.
Probably. Darren shrugs at that.
Alright, the shrine lies before you. Would we like to take a break right now?
Yes.
Sure. So, who's going in with us? Only
I
one of them, right? Well, yeah. The five of us and Undril? That's it?
Sounds like it.
I think so.
Yeah, okay.
Alright.
Unless you want to stay out here.
Fuck it, I'm watching the canoes.
I don't trust any of you. Alright, let's take a break. We'll come back in a bit.
Yeah.
You have a weird fascination with these canoes, man.
All right. Excuse me. I believe we are coming back from our break. As I mentioned, you all have rested long enough that Kaless is now back amongst the conscious.
Yay!
Sees a bunch of dead bird bodies.
Is there a way to refresh Discord? Because Eric is just a spinning circle.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Next to
Eric,
the hero.
you,
I just can't see him.
me too. Eric, you're a spinning circle.
A spinning circle. I can try turning it off and on. I can see myself in here. Anybody else can see me?
I see you.
I see you.
Weird.
You look great.
That's how I know you can see me.
There we go.
Okay.
A+.
Oh, did you?
Do I look great?
That was easy.
Oh. All right. How do you
I'll
guys
say
want to approach this shrine?
you're as handsome as you are smart.
Hey. Oh.
We're going into this temple, right?
Uh-oh.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Get into the crotch.
You keep showing us this image as if it's scary. It makes me think I should.
I just think it's cool that you have like a cross section of this like area. Like one thing,
Yeah.
as an aside, a reason I seriously like ran this adventure is because I really like the assets and the art and everything just comes together really well. And this is a great example of like you get both the awesome battle map and you get like this cool like helicopter shot of it too.
Yeah. So in this image, are these 2 tents at the bottom the 2 tents that we were sleeping in
Yes.
just now? Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Nice.
Like it.
All right. What do we see as we approach the entrance to this temple?
Max
see-
is in front.
You see really thick cobwebs that have draped across the shrine, effectively just blocking your vision.
Uh-oh.
Ha. George, come up here. Cut those cobwebs.
You don't tell me what to do.
I mean, I just don't want to go near them.
Could be snakes in those cobwebs.
Yeah.
I'm not dirtying
Mannix is also afraid of spiders, so.
I'm not dirtying my sword for this. He grabs Mannix's hat and just like
No!
cobwebs.
Not my hat!
Wait, what are you using his hat for?
to brush off the cobwebs.
You're using a hat to brush off the cobwebs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that hat gets really dirty and sticky in the process.
You asshole!
This is when I press the
Give my
button that
hat
says,
back!
"I hate." What is that line? I hate you all. I hate everyone.
Yeah. Mannix is mad at everyone.
Linux is mad at everyone. Just beyond there, you see just the hallway continues about another 10 feet. The ceiling is pretty high since you're. I'm not gonna show you that image again, but it's, you're going into this giant shrine. The floor is covered with a thick layer of mud and blown-in leaves, and there is another thick spider web, another 10 or 15 feet beyond the one that you were brushing aside.
I would like to investigate the area between the two cobwebs.
Roll
Tries Mannix's hat again.
a perception check, please, with disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Yes.
that's some terrible disadvantage.
That is some terrible disadvantage. You think everything looks A-okay.
I'm not going in there first.
I checked the area, everyone, and I'm not going in first.
That's all I know.
The findings are
I don't-
inconclusive.
I don't know what's in there, but I know I'm not going in there first.
George trusts Mannix and goes in first.
I didn't tell you it was safe. I just said I'm not going in.
As the leader of the group, George goes first.
Just announces this all of a sudden. 12 sessions in, as leader of this group.
Hey, if it'll make him go into dangerous rooms first, I'm all for it.
There you go. Point him in the right direction. Point the sociopath in the right direction. All right, George, you going in?
Yep,
All right,
all the way.
all the way. You walk in, and the minute you cross about the middle of the floor, the floor underneath you opens up,
Uh-oh.
and you fall into a pit. You fall 20 feet. Please.
Do I get a chance to roll for this or anything?
No. You get to the middle of the room, and it just the entire floor just drops out from under you.
Mm.
Please roll 2d6 for the falling damage. Alright, you take 7 damage as you fall into this pit.
hear George's scream.
Donk. There's nothing at the bottom of the pit. It is just a pit. But you look up and the entire floor has been opened now.
From our vantage point, does it look like that floor is going to close on him, or is it just like he just like
You
broke the
sit
floor?
and wait for a second. It looks like that floor is just open now into a 20-foot deep pit. You do see that there is a narrow ledge around the edge. Kind of like where it
See, George, it's like I told you. You just got to go along the edge.
You better sleep with one eye open.
Fucked up my hat, George. This is what happens.
It's on. George lights a torch.
Andrew says, "Are you okay, George, dear?"
George says, "Oh yeah, this is the right way."
It's down here.
It's down here. Clearly.
There's a sign.
Does it look like it's going to require us a check to like inch around the edge, or is it just like an actual path?
No, it looks like it would require a check to try and do that classic like in a video game where you like hug the ledge, like your back's to it, and you're like kind of inch like do.
Yeah.
You
Well,
gotta
then,
pull
in
off
that
one of
case,
those.
I would like to pull out pittons and begin crossing the ledge, not front facing, but facing the wall itself, and shoving pittons into the wall as I go.
Okay.
And I can leave them in there for the people coming in also. But
Okay.
Mannix is so weak he pushes himself down trying to do that.
I can't break the stone. Oh no, these pittons aren't working.
Mannix, roll an acrobatics check, and you can have advantage because the pittons are there.
Okay. Try. Dear God, thank God for my pittons.
Yeah. Okay. You are able to make it across to here.
The walls cry out in agony.
Yeah.
George, you are still 20 feet deep in this pit. And anybody else that wants to cross the way that Mannix crossed, it's also an acrobatics check, but you get advantage because of the pittons that Mannix. Which are you like deducting that from inventory now since you put pittons there?
Pittons aren't an inventoriable thing. Like, there's not a number. You just have pittons.
Well, you just
So
if you're leaving them in the wall, then you are leaving them in the wall. That's the question I'm saying.
yeah, I guess my idea would be to take them out whenever I come back.
Okay.
Yeah, my inventory just says I have one pitton. I
Okay.
don't know, but it's not like I mean, maybe you can buy multiple of them. I don't know.
It's like Uncharted where you just had the one that you like jammed into
Just the
things
one.
and then
You
climbed.
use every time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like 10 feet.
Feet, like what it looks like here.
Sorry, what?
How far across is the pit? Is it just the 10 feet, like what it is here, or is it
Yeah.
wider than that? It just
No, it's the size of this tile. It's the 10 feet.
Can I just take like a running leap and try to do like a really cool flip thing across?
Yes, join me down here.
Yeah, what is the jumping rules? I feel like D&D has jumping rules. They have to do with like your
They sure
stats.
do.
Movement,
Let's see.
jumping. You can make a long jump, cover a number of feet up to your strength score if you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before the jump. So what is your strength?
Like my modifier, or
The actual number.
The actual big number, yeah.
the 12.
So if you move at least 10 feet on foot before the jump, you can go 12 feet.
Okay, so yeah, I can just make a nice little running leap here.
I suppose I could have done that too, actually. In hindsight. I'm wasting my pittons.
How did
I want to
Chris
do like a
get
really
across?
cool flip too, and just kind of like land right on my feet. Perfect 10.
What were you asking, Gillian?
How did Chris get across? What did he do?
I shoved Pittons into the wall and sort of
He-
climbed.
Rock climbed across.
Rock climbed
Yeah.
across. Yep.
I'll do that.
You know what I jump?
I've got really good acrobatics.
Okay.
At this point, nobody else can cross without the other of you getting further. Like, you guys are really, like, this is not a very big... This is a narrow hallway that's 10 feet in width. So right now, Gillian, if you want to cross, either Kaless or Mannix will have to move forward.
I'll move forward because I can see with my dark vision.
Okay. You just get webs out of your way as you move.
Yeah.
Not with my hat this time. Now it's firmly
I,
encased on my head.
I too take Mannix's hat
Oh
off.
no! Not my hat.
Okay. You move into the next section, which is just covered in webs.
Did she actually destroy these webs, or is she just moving past them?
I'm going to leave them sectioned off. I think that's more dramatic.
So I can't see what's going on in there.
Correct.
Oh.
Unless you want to move in there. But,
I would like to set fire to the webs. Then I would like to actually try to destroy them.
okay.
I want to see what's going on before I move in. I will pull out a torch and light a torch.
Summons a death dog.
Oh no!
Okay, you can melt that spider web.
More webs. Goddamn, there's webs everywhere.
Across, right?
Sorry, what?
Am I across? Was I
Um,
able to?
if you're gonna climb across, do a yes, yeah. With that, you can go across. You can land here. Kaless and Mannix, as you all make it into the next room. I need you all to roll a dexterity saving throw as you look up and see notches in the ceilings.
I can't see what's going on. I didn't know I was going into a new room. Okay.
I mean, it's just a further section of the hallway.
Okay. Dexterity's.
Try to
No,
move this
I-
back a little bit so you guys are
Manage.
crowded in there.
I was still a
Wait,
good
are we
roll.
gonna get George out of the hole?
I mean,
What he
I'll-
did.
it's up to you
Somewhere.
guys.
Bye, George.
Alright, there you go now.
Wait, so you don't have advantage, right, for this dexterity?
No, so it's just the first roll, just 18.
Okay. 17 and 18 is really good. All right, you. Give me 1 second.
It's okay, guys. I'll just find a way out myself.
All right,
worry,
Kaless
George.
and Mannix, you both take 9 slashing damage as these blades come out from the ceiling and slice through, and you are able to
The
dodge.
hell?
You dodge like the bulk of them, but you still take some of the damage as it comes through.
All right.
Holy.
Max is not a fan of this shit, so he's. I don't know what I'm doing now. But there's still cobwebs everywhere. And I can't
Where's
see.
your logic puzzle now?
Yeah. Can I really not see what's right in front of me?
You can burn those cobwebs if you want.
Okay. I like to burn whatever cobwebs I can reach.
You can see the blades piercing your skin.
Yeah.
All right, what you see next is a 7-foot tall ledge in front of you.
Ledge going up?
Yes, a
Or
ledge
going
going up.
Okay.
It's like it's essentially a wall, and 7 feet up is a ledge. Undrel
Can I-
calls out and says, "Is anybody okay? Is George still in the pit?"
I mean, I don't know. Is George okay? George is in a pit still.
I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah.
Alright. Darren's gonna change to a spider.
There you go.
Giant spider time.
Yeah, if I do that, well, I'll be able to carry what's her name? Unroll. And George up to the ledge.
I would let one. You could carry one person at a time, I think.
Okay.
It's alright. I'll just cry myself in here and just swim on it.
Oh,
You can
before I
just,
transform, I'll
fill
say, I can get both of you. Just gotta wait a second. Then I transform into a spider.
Are you gonna shoot? Are you gonna make a
Without any
web rope?
content.
Yeah, no context.
Fill the pit full of web. Let George climb out.
Make me a web rope.
Rope. So yeah, I'll. Do those traps look like they're gonna reset? Or are they just still down?
The pit trap looks like it is open. You're not quite sure where the blades are from your point of view. The rest of you see like the blades swing through and then come back up, and you don't see anything else, but you're not quite sure if they're going to come down again.
Okay, I'm gonna climb down in the pit.
For those of you for those of you in that room, you know it triggered when you entered the room.
Don't touch the floor.
Okay, can I
I'm gonna
investigate the room to see if it's like something we stepped on? Or what triggered the trap?
Roll a perception check.
All right, I want to investigate, not perceive. But okay. God damn it! This is what.
Can I see that he's struggling and
Yeah.
call for assistance?
I don't know what's going on.
I'll let you roll investigate. You're specifically, what are you trying to do?
Figure out, examine the walls of the room and figure out is it something we stepped on that triggered the trap? Is what the trigger was?
Let's face it, Manic sucks at this. That's why I'm in this pit.
I'm doing a bad job so far.
Yeah, you can roll an investigation to try to figure out if you can find a triggering mechanism.
Okay. That's better.
Mannix, you are confounded because it doesn't look like it is the blades obviously are mechanical, but there doesn't appear to be any kind of natural triggering mechanism. So in your mind, the only thing left is it's something supernatural.
Yeah.
Or a person behind the wall.
There's either a person here, or there's some sort of magical detection that is causing these blades to follow anyone who enters the area.
Maybe when the statue gets decided, things happen.
All right. Well, I don't know what to do in that scenario. Like, try to cover up the holes that the blades came down from.
You could try to do that.
I've got a crowbar. Could I attempt to just try to shove the crowbar into, like wedge it into where the blades came out?
Yes. So there are four blade holes in the ceiling. So you could do that. You could do one for one blade, for one crowbar.
Wait, are they? So they're like. Describe this to me. So I'm imagining like swinging blades, but.
Yes, like four separate holes where the blades swing out.
Okay. Come back to me. I'm thinking.
All right. So Theron, what were you doing with the spider exactly? Picking up George?
I was gonna, usher across those two onto the ledge, just going back and forth.
Okay. At this point, you cannot fit as a spider into that ledge, but you could try to just climb up the wall and let somebody else climb onto that one spot here. There's literally just enough spot in this small hallway before this other ledge for... Or you saying you want to just climb in through that room above them?
Yeah, I was just gonna, carry him to the ledge, and I can go either on the wall or the ceiling.
So you want to go, above and past everybody in the room right here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, with somebody on you?
Yeah, let's do, George, you want to come along?
Yes.
Yep, George is with me.
Okay, George, you ride onto the spider's back, and the spider does this little climb, and the ceiling is super high. Well, not super high. The blades do come down, but it's high enough where the spider can climb. Has room to do that. And as the spider comes in,
I don't want to be anywhere near where the spider comes through here.
the trap is not triggered.
Okay. I still even.
You're not sure why, but
Okay.
George is riding on the spider's back, and the spider climbs on the wall and makes it over to the ledge. I can't do this on the map because I can't really put tokens on top of each other, but you are essentially above them right now.
Okay.
You see George and Spider. The next section right above the ledge is another 10-foot hallway. This is a really hard thing to do with as crowded as you guys are getting. And it is a stone floor with a tiled floor of 4x4 pattern of squares. And then beyond that is another ledge going up 7 feet.
Is there any webbing?
There's no more webbing.
Oh.
Make some.
Well, George, you want to drop into that puzzle?
You assume it's a puzzle.
Or a death trap? I don't know.
So I'm going to go ahead and open this up since you have access to that. But this
I'm
is
on
what
the ceiling.
next-
I don't care.
Yeah, so this is the ledge right here. This is the floor puzzle that you see. And then Spider and George are kind of here-ish.
Can we just keep moving through?
With climbing on the walls,
Mm-hmm.
you could try to do that.
All right, I want to kind of look at the puzzle real fast to see if it makes any, or the floor, to see if it seems like a puzzle or not.
Sure. Yeah, they seem to have certain patterns on them, but you can't discern what the patterns mean. And there's no indication of which one is which, but it is a 4x4 grid that takes up the entirety of this 10-foot section.
Can I look at the walls to see if there's any clues around?
You can't see any clues. Are you actually entering this? Or you're still like kind of at the beginning of the ledge here, so let me know when you're actually going to cross
Well,
more.
okay, I'm on the ceiling, so am I looking down at the floor? At the ledge at that point?
At the first ledge?
Yeah, so I'm right there. I assume I'm on the ceiling still.
Okay, yeah, so you can see... Oh, at the ceiling, okay. You can see the other ledge right beyond this ledge, which is another 7 feet up. There is a door, and the door has a similar 4x4 pattern of squares on the door.
Okay. I chitter excitedly. And then I look back at Mannix and Celeste and Gillian and chitter excitedly.
What we see is a giant spider on the ceiling chittering at us.
With
Excited
George.
with George on its back. Okay. Is there a way for us to get up on this this first ledge here without like stepping on the 4x4 tiles? I guess we can't even really see them, but I guess George could tell us that they're up there.
Yes, there would be just enough room for you to step up, and before stepping on the tiles, yeah, I'll go ahead and tell you the information.
Okay. Can I take a look around and see? Because before there was something that opened up in the floor, so presumably if I'd done better, I would have been able to see that. There was openings in the ceiling. Can I look around for anything like those two things?
Are you climbing up on the ledge yet, or no?
Yeah. Let's climb up. Yeah.
Okay. I'll put you here just so I know where you are.
Okay.
Roll a perception check to look around for any danger. Okay. You see some openings along the walls, all along this 10-foot section. Lots of just circular holes lining the walls.
Another fucking trap. I ain't going through there. They're presumably sort of dart or spear or stabbing related trap coming out of those holes, I assume.
Do we see anything that would help us get around it, or not trigger it? Like, is there any kind of clues that are on the wall that tell us the pattern that we're supposed to go through to not trigger the trap?
As I mentioned, when the spider was looking at the door, they could see from their vantage point. They saw a also 4x4 square pattern on the door. It would require a perception check to investigate it further.
From the
But
spider
you guys can't see it because this ledge right here extends another 7 feet up.
George can talk. He can tell. You can look at that door and tell what's going on up there.
Yes, I describe it.
What's on the door?
George, roll a perception check, please.
This will teach you.
George, don't fail your perception check.
All right,
Our lives depend on it.
George, you can tell that the pattern on the door is the same as the pattern on the floor, and with that check, you can see the one of the, so there's 4 4 4 4, and you see the bottom 4. You see one of them is glowing faintly.
On the door?
Yes.
Okay. Manic, step on that square.
Yes, sir, Mr. George.
I mean, you did lead him into the pit, so.
Yeah.
Well, listening to the psychopath tell you which square to step on.
I mean, yeah. At this point, I hope George doesn't want me dead.
I bet you're wondering how I got out of this pit.
I saw how you got out of the pit. There's a giant spider up there. All right, I will step on.
So you admit you didn't help at all.
I had other concerns. I just lost half my life to fucking ceiling blades.
Man.
No, step on the other square, actually.
Yeah, George, you know the answer now. Which one do you want to tell him?
I literally am at half health right now. Raymond.
George just absently points to a square. That one.
Tell you where you're at.
I'm going to give you advantage with a perception roll.
Yeah.
All right.
Exactly. I'm at 9.
You step on the square that George relates, and nothing happens. And George, you can see another square then light up on the next row, and that will also take a perception check. Is a very, very faint glow.
Now, does the first one go out or stay on?
It goes out. One is on its
Oh.
own. Woof. All right, George, you know the exact next one that lights up.
I can even predict the next ones, too. Alright. Well, he tells Mannix which one to step on.
Okay.
Tell him that it's too dangerous for Mannix and someone else to step on it.
Mannix,
I'll probably...
you step on the next square, and nothing happens. And George, you see the same thing happens. That one disappears, and then the third row, one of them lights up, and that will take a perception check.
Your fate rests in my rolls.
Yeah,
It does.
His eyeballs are fucking trained onto this thing, though. All right, you've got that lined up. Mannix can step on the third.
I'm just sitting at the top of the ledge watching this.
Okay.
You know what? Maddox is getting fucking freaked out. He's gonna, as he's walking, he is going to drink a potion of healing. He can't handle this pressure.
Sweating like bullets. You put your lowest health person to step on these floor tiles. I fucking
4 health.
love it.
Yep.
The
Hey, he's the one who
spider's
climbed
in
over
approval.
the wall first.
I thought a potion of healing was more than that. It's 2d4. I thought you guys.
Oh no, it's 2. What is it? Yeah, you're right.
That was 2d4 plus 2.
It's 2d4 plus 2.
All right.
Yeah,
Take your 6, son.
6. Yeah. Okay. Next one.
All right. Last
George.
one, George. One more perception check, please.
Oh dear.
George, what would you like to tell Mannix?
Well, hold on. If George legitimately can't tell me that, right? Like he doesn't see like a false positive on there.
He does not.
What
no.
does he?
I'll tell you.
I don't know what he's going to tell you,
Alright,
but
fine.
he cannot. George, I'm telling you, you can't tell which one lights up last.
I rub my eyes because it doesn't look as clear as it did the last time, and I use inspiration to really squint hard.
My God.
The luck has run out.
The DM
think
has set this up to kill you, Chris. I hope you realize this.
I never said that Chris should be the first one into all
I
these.
shouldn't have been. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, this matter doesn't see anything either.
Oh no.
All right. Should we play a game?
That's exactly what you want your
What the
psychopath to say.
Yeah, from upstairs.
Basically,
I'm
there's
halfway
only-
through a death room.
Paint a picture of this
One of-
scenario.
it's one of 4, right?
Oh Lord.
There's 4 squares left.
Yep.
It is 1 of 4.
Yep.
Yeah.
What if I roll a 1d4, and Eric rolls a 1d4, and if it's the same number, you are on the right square?
The way I would.
Okay.
What I would do is Mannix just rolls a 1d4, and if it is a 4, then you found the right tile.
Okay.
Oh.
That's as
Alright.
fair. Then that you guys know, and then I know, and that's you've got a 25% chance.
Hang on. So it started. It's from our screen. It started the bottom going up, right?
Yes.
All right. On the bottom row. So left to right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which one did Mannix step on?
We'll say 3.
All right. Row 3. Which one did he step on?
Say 2.
Oh, you're wondering if it's still
Row
left?
2. Which one did he step on?
Say 3.
All right. So it's gonna be one of the ones that's gonna be either. You've only got a 1 in 3 chance to get it wrong, right? So it's not 1 in 4. It's 1 in 3.
It's
They're
true.
not going to make you jump from a 3 to anywhere you can't get to within a single step. So it's going to be 2, 3, or 4.
So roll a 1d3. And if you get a 3,
I'm still gonna make you roll 1d4.
I'll roll the 1d4.
All right. So you are stepping.
Oh no. Yeah, I'm stepping.
All right. Mannix, you get to the last row and step it, and then you hear a clicking sound. And I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw, please.
Why did I do
As
this?
the temperature gets real hot.
Great.
All right, Mannix. DM has a devilish grin. Mannix, oh my god. Flames shoot out of the holes in the wall and just cook this room. And you take 26 fire damage.
Oh my God.
Oh my god!
Jesus Christ. What is 15 minus 26?
Not good. It's not good.
Negative
that isn't so
11
bad anymore.
is what that is.
Mannix falls. Health bar.
Just
All right, so we're not in initiative,
consumed by
but
flame.
I'm gonna give the rest of you a chance to do something, and then Mannix is gonna have to start rolling death saving throws, or death saves.
Well, I was going to say that because I've been on the ledge watching this.
Yes, you see this happen. This room just
Yeah.
lights up. I'll let you you can back off if you want, drop down the ledge as this happens, because otherwise you will be engulfed along with him.
Can I try to
no,
web him up?
I scuttled back. But I was going to say that I was going to, as soon as the flames died down, I was going to chug a health potion and then jump over and then follow the same path he went because I watched him do it.
Okay.
And just kind of pull him back onto the safety square and hope that I can stabilize him.
Okay. You can follow his, since you were up there. You have a pretty good handle of the steps that he took, and you follow his path, and it appears to be the correct one again, and you are able to grab him. That's your health potion.
Yeah.
Okay. And
I took that just in case, because if I accidentally set it off again.
Or if it's randomized or something, if it isn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it a medicine check to stabilize? I don't actually remember.
I think so.
What was the?
Oh, this isn't gonna go on.
Searching death, but I don't see death and healing. Maybe damage and healing. We haven't had to look up these rules yet in this campaign. Stabilizing a creature. Use your action to administer first aid, which requires a successful DC 10 medicine check. So
I did a 17.
Yep. You are able to stabilize him, so at least he prevents that happening. I don't think he's instantly killed, right? It's not massive damage. Equal to or exceeds your hit point maximum. You're not quite there, right? What is your negative?
Not quite. It got close. My max is 19, and I'm at negative.
Negative 11? Okay. You're all right. You're all right.
So now he should be at 0 because I stabilized him.
Okay, yeah.
Because he's not dying anymore if I stabilized him.
Stable creature doesn't make death saving throws even though it has 0 hit points, but it does remain unconscious. The creature stops being stable and must start making death saving throws if it takes any damage. A stable creature that isn't healed regains 1 hit point after 1d4 hours. Or you can do healing. Undril like screams, says, "Oh my gosh! I saw the flames!"
Very unconscious.
Yep, you are the unconscious.
Celeste will scream back to Undril, "Get your ass in gear and get up here."
So, okay. Darren, did you want to... I guess you still have George on your shoulders up there? Or on your spider shoulders? Spiders have shoulders.
I like to do another perception check to try to find the last one.
Sorry, say it again.
I guess if I can only hold one, I can try to web George down and then web Mannix up.
It's like the helicopter, like the rescue chopper.
Yeah. I'm the rescue spider.
One down,
here to bite you to safety.
The air vac.
Yeah, it only costs you 1 pint in blood for travel.
All right, so you're so George is climbing down, and you're webbing Mannix up, or you're just putting Mannix in a web.
Can George try to take one more look at the door before he comes down?
I'm gonna say 1 perception check per person on that door.
I already made mine. It finished the devil's number.
Well, now technically you know one of them that does
which one's
that
wrong.
Triggers it. Yeah, so now it'd be like a 1d3.
Next person up?
Yeah, I would allow the... Yeah, you just want to brute force it.
Or bring somebody else up to go look at the door.
Right.
12 do anything?
No, sir. Yeah, and you could have somebody else.
Alright. Well, Theron just goes back to rescuing Chris and putting George in possible danger.
Okay, where do you want to put him exactly?
We're gonna ruin our progress if you step off Mannix.
I don't think so. I think we just need to step on those stones in the right order. And I think that's all we got to do at this point.
I'll put...
But just don't put me underneath the blade ceiling.
No, I'm gonna wrap you in my warm embrace. It's George who I'm putting down.
Okay.
I'll put him, I guess, right behind Celeste.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything there.
Okay. You guys walk... Okay. Spider, Theron, as you walk back through the bladed room with Mannix... where is Mannix?
In a web?
Yeah,
in a
I'm
safety cocoon.
Like underneath you?
yeah. Two of my arms are holding him,
Okay. As you
comforting him.
walk through the bladed room, you hear a click, and the blades swing down to
Oh, no.
everybody in this room. However, I will rule that you can shield Mannix with your massive body.
Wait, why am I going through that room again?
Well, I thought that's where you were going.
Yeah, but he's a spider. He
I
can
thought
walk
it
down
was
the wall.
I thought I was staying on the ceiling.
You are.
Okay.
The blades are on the ceiling, so they will come down and slice you if you trigger them, and you are triggering them here. You did not trigger them before, and I will leave that to you to figure out why that is.
Understand.
As
Oh,
the,
I
blade,
know the DM was trying to kill Christopher.
as the blades
No one
slice
else
through,
knows.
it wants to kill me.
Undro
That's-
calls out, maybe it has something to do with man and crocodile. But I need the spider, Gillian, and George to roll saving throws, please.
I thought George
Dexterity.
was with me.
Is George up there?
No, George is with me. We're in the other room.
In the floor room? Okay.
Is there room to stand there?
Yeah, there's room to stand. We're just not moving.
There's just enough room for two of you to stand up here and not be in the blade room, basically. Theron and Gillian. You both take 21 slashing damage as the blades slash through.
God.
Undro gives out a scream as she sees this happen.
Are you mad at us?
Let's chill, baby. The two of you look down to see these blades like just coming out of the walls.
But if it was the man and crocodile thing, if like it's someone carrying someone else, he was carrying. I don't understand why it would go off one time and not the other. I don't know.
Wait, let's walk through it again. So he was what, carrying
George the first
George?
time, and he came
Were you
through.
carrying
He's
him on
carrying
your
on the back.
or on your belly?
I was on the back.
Oh, god damn it! Is this a fucking pedantic trap?
Crocodile on man's back.
All right. Well, maybe that's it then. Maybe you got to be on somebody's back for the trap not to go off.
Yes, but you're dead, so you can't figure that out.
Yeah. I got no say in any of that.
I'm gonna heal myself.
Oh my gosh, yeah. It almost nuked you. I'm going to show you the picture again. But yeah, you guys think you might be onto something with that line of thinking.
So we just got completely. If that's the case, we just got completely lucky the first time that George happened to be hanging onto the spider's back, and everything else has been unlucky because we didn't know that we got lucky the first time. All right, just put me in the pit.
I just don't understand why I'm backing out of the room still.
I think you were intending just to put me down, but
I was intending just to put George down to pick you up and just stay on the ceiling.
Yeah, I thought that's what you were doing too. I didn't know you were going back into the other room.
No comment.
Slicing.
What are we doing now?
I don't think any of us know at this point.
No one wants to move.
Yeah. You figured out one of the tiles doesn't work, and you figured out that being on one another's shoulders might help.
So, and the spider thing's working. So, Theron, just take somebody else, either Gillian or Undril. They're both near you. Make sure they're on your back. Take them up to the door, and have them do a perception check on that last square.
Okay. I'm gonna have to put you down though.
Just drop me in the pit. It's fine. I'm fucking.
Don't literally drop him though.
Don't drop me, but you know, put me in the pit. It's fine.
All right. Okay. I'll lower you into the pit.
If I was conscious, I
Picture
would
that
thank
scene
you.
where Homer Simpson onto the cliff, just bunking his head against the cliff. Come on.
All right. I'll I guess go back and let's put Gillian on my shoulders just to make sure that it's the shoulder thing.
Or is that where if you just are
Well, hang on.
walking back to me, is that what's going to trigger it?
Yeah. Listen to
So
Gillian.
let's not do that.
Well, if Gillian takes a step backward,
Gillian can come out.
of
Yeah,
the,
there you go.
I can come out. Okay.
Yeah,
Why
you
am
can
I
come
going
out.
back to this other room? I still understand.
to do a perception. Now you're going back to the door to do a perception check.
Well,
on
yeah,
that
I
last-
understand why I'd be going back, but I don't understand why I went back in the first place.
I don't think you intended to,
Still.
but I think it was interpreted that way.
Yeah.
Oh. All right, I'm just gonna stay there. I don't know.
Okay, so I'm coming back this way.
Nope, don't move.
No, you're.
But they told me I was okay to go back.
You are. It seems to trigger when people enter this space.
So I
When
can
people
come
have
back
left
and
this space,
get on.
it does not trigger.
So I can come back and then get on Theron's back.
There. You have to be on someone's back to cross this line. That is what I understand to be true.
Here, I'll demarcate it for you.
Oh, I thought it was just those two squares. Because we
That's
stepped
the way
on
it was interpreted.
those two squares here. We stepped on those earlier.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
It's been very difficult to keep track of where you guys are, and it's a very crowded space. Especially with a goddamn spider climbing along the ceiling. I gotta think three-dimensionally in the top-down space. Alright, Gillian is able to climb on these spiders' back. Blades have not been triggered.
Alright, I'll walk through that space again.
Okay. With Gillian on your back as you climb along the walls, or wherever you want to climb, the trap does
We hope
not
so.
trigger. Yeah. And from your vantage point on the walls, you can see the door pattern again, and that top square is lit up. So Gillian, please give us a perception check. Not quite what we need, Gillian.
Just try again with somebody else.
Can you see it, Gillian? Which square do we step on?
Oh, I don't think I can see anything. So you just
Which
put
one?
me down and pick someone else up?
Without moving.
Yeah.
We'll
They
assume-
coalesce this time.
Yeah, yeah. You're gonna do your damnedest to try to stay out of where. We'll say that you know exactly where the blades start now, and you do your best to somehow pick them up on the edge, but not cross that threshold and trigger the blade traps. But so yeah, I will let you pick up and drop off now that you have a pretty good idea where those blade traps are. So Celeste, please give me a perception check, and I believe this is the last one of you.
We still got Undril, technically.
Oh, that's true. Under will take this time to heal you, Manix,
There you go.
as well.
16! There you go. That seems solid.
Yeah, 16 will give you the final tile that you need. she's gonna cast a 3rd level. So Manix, you're 15 hit points.
Oh, 15. Wow. Okay. I didn't know she had that in her.
Yeah, you didn't know. Yeah, you did not know. She just channels. She's like, oh, light of whoever my god is, heal this poor broken man.
I'm so burned.
Yeah. All right, Kaless, you are able to see the final tile, so you know for sure which tile seems to be the safe one.
Okay, I'll just relay that to George so that way they can step on it and get past the puzzle.
Okay.
Do.
Yep, and it seems like as long as you guys follow that exact pattern each time, you can cross this room unmolested. There is a ledge in front of you. You can actually just climb up it without a skill check required. Or you can take the spider elevator if you want. Everybody's doing it.
Climb.
Meanwhile, since they're all past this point, I'm back up, right?
Yes,
Nope.
yeah, she healed you.
Yeah.
And we'll say
Okay.
during this time she like let down a rope and
Yeah. So I will cross this pit with Undril, and I will force Undril to carry me on her back across that room. Now that we have some understanding, let's say that in Mannix's dying moments, he figured it all out.
revelation. Yeah. Now it is going to require
I get it now.
the acrobatics check to cross the ledge. Who do you want to be on whom's shoulders?
Well, do we have to be on each other's shoulder to cross the ledge, or just
You
just
do not,
in
but you
square?
note as soon as you make it across, you reach that threshold of the blades. So you surmise that technically, I mean, you don't need to be on the shoulders of the pit, but you would need to be on the shoulders literally by the time you step foot in this section.
Okay. Well, can we like cross close to each other and this at the end when I can jump on her shoulders?
You want to try to jump on somebody's shoulders while you're hanging on a ledge?
I mean, I guess I'm imagining more
There's
like
going to be a check either whatever way you want to do it, but I will let you try to.
what kind of check? What does the situation look like?
You're looking at an acrobatics check.
Okay. Do I still get my advantage from the pittons that are in the walls?
If you are not riding on each other's shoulders, then yes. Well, once you ride on each other's shoulders, I would say just no. Normally it's actually disadvantage, but since with the pittons it'll cancel out the disadvantage, so it'll be regular in terms of getting on each other's shoulders to cross that area.
All right. I
Says,
guess
we can do this. It's okay.
All right. Yeah. I guess I'll get on her shoulders. I don't know what her dex is like, but can't be worse than mine.
That's a good question. What is her dex? She's a cleric, so it's probably not great. Nope, it's not great.
I have a +1 in acrobatics. What do you have?
She's like, you're slightly more nimble than I.
Okay, then I guess I'm carrying her. I guess.
Yeah, she's a half orc, but she's actually not very physically imposing.
Okay.
All right, roll me a acrobatics check, please. You are able to make it across.
Wow. All right. That seems like I feel like I just barely made that.
Yeah, you are on each other's shoulders when you reach the blades, and you look up, and the blades do not come down and slice your guts out.
Okay.
George, from your point of view, you see that door up close and personal, and now you see the squares in front of you. And you see, now that you've approached this section, all those 4 squares that you saw earlier are all now lit up. But you don't see any door or handle anyway, just those 4 squares are lit up. 2 of them are right in front of you, the bottom half. The top half of the squares are up near the ceiling, like to where you can't reach them. Say like 8 or 9 feet high up. So the bottom, like the way these 4 rows are, there's a big gap between the 2 of them. So 2 of them are down below, and the other 2 are higher.
Like to look at or to push?
They look like you could push them.
Is there another door like downstairs with lights up?
This is the only door that you see in front of you.
he pushes anything, Celeste is just going to call it, is this worth it?
You got the sunk cost fallacy now. It's like, we have to get
At this
inside.
point, it is the sunk cost fallacy. We've poured too much effort into this. Can't leave now.
All right. Well, can I look for a hint of some sort? I don't understand.
You picture somebody riding on somebody's shoulders, and it looks like that would line up pretty well with the bottom person having the bottom two and the top person having the top two.
I see now. So there's just 4 to push, but it's just separated by a big height.
Yep.
Got you. Colette, come on. Get my shoulders.
I'm on Theron Spider.
That's true. Gillian, get my shoulders. Somebody, come on.
I'm scared to move.
Just follow the
come
pattern.
get on the turtle's shoulders.
The words every DM wants to hear. I'm scared to move.
I mean, so far, it's been the definition of this.
All right, on the count of 3, push your 2 buttons at the same time.
Oh god. Alright.
George, you see, roll a, both you and Gillian can roll, investigation checks, please.
Ugh.
George, you stop just before you push the buttons, and you look closer, and you see very faintly there's a little bit of a flowing effect from bottom to top. And you note that this door is magically protected, and that pushing these buttons out of order would be exceedingly dangerous.
Wait. Don't push the buttons.
I stopped.
Gillian was already not wanting to.
Yeah.
So it's not. It doesn't take much to make her just stop in her tracks.
I stop and go
I was
fishing.
doing the thing where I acted like we were all going to press at the same
Right.
time, but really I was going to wait a little bit.
But it wasn't you. Yeah.
for him.
Wait a minute. I don't know if I can trust you now.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to go first. Because I'm pretty sure that's what the answer is to this puzzle. And you push after me. How's that sound?
All right. Does everyone else think that was the answer to the puzzle?
Sure.
They're not here. They can't see.
Yeah. We're behind you by some feet, but
I'd
All
say
right.
yes, and count that whenever I specifically asked bottom to top, left to right, he started at the bottom and went up, so. If it's supposed to be the opposite way, then he lied to us earlier.
yeah. Yeah, bottom top.
All right.
All right. Let's just do it. George just pushes his
Sounds good.
buttons together.
Yep.
All right.
Do
You
them
do.
one at a time. Ding, 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 ding.
But there's only 4
Yeah.
total.
Yeah, but
Yeah, so
you
you don't
push
have to-
one, and then one, and then one, and then one.
Do I
push
do
them
left
at the
first
time.
or right?
Start at the bottom, so whichever, if it's set up exactly, so grid, and then grid, you do bottom, and then the one right above it.
Is it
and
a
then
grid?
Gillian would do her bottom one, and then the one right above.
Oh, I only imagine 2 buttons on the bottom and 2 on top.
It's the same grid as the floor, but just those are the ones that are lit up.
Oh, my bad. All right, so then yeah, I'll push the same order as the grid down below.
So you push
Okay.
the bottom one, and then the one above it, and then
Mhm.
Gillian pushes her bottom one, and then the one above it.
Right.
Mhm.
Okay,
Right.
you guys do that, and the door opens.
Fire. Because fuck you all.
The door opens into a room full of cobwebs and bones. The floor of this
Where's that
dusty,
hat?
40-foot high, 20-foot wide chamber is littered with dinosaur bones. Webs stretch from the walls to a 30-foot tall central pillar, coiled around which is a narrow stone staircase, its steps covered with dust. Carved into the pillar are reliefs of a man carrying a crocodile on his shoulders. The reliefs follow the stairs to the top of the pillar, on which sits a large, beautiful ceramic jug.
At this point, Maddox is telling everyone, no one get off anyone else's shoulders. The 6 of us are stuck in these positions for the rest of the fucking dungeon.
All right, George starts walking with Gillen on his shoulders.
Okay. Nothing happens when you get in this room.
Do we see anything of interest?
You see the crumpled up body of what looks like a guard type uniform. Looks like it was blown back from the middle, and it has been its body has been like just blunt force trauma, and has been dead for some time.
Don't go towards the center.
So the center
Or just
is
don't. Sorry, go ahead.
So I would say, yeah, the center is a, 30-foot tall central pillar with stairs rolling around it, and there's a very fancy ceramic jug on top.
The person, the body that got blown back, can we see that it's by itself?
It appears to be by itself.
All right. At this point, Mannix is just completely convinced this fucking person on person, gimmick. So I legit probably I think we're safe as long as we stay on each other's shoulders.
Then you go first.
I mean, I've got Underroll on mine, so yeah, we've actually got to do the whole stepping stone thing here.
Yeah, which at this point you guys can.
But we know which one's which.
Yeah.
All right. So I've got Underroll on my shoulders. We're going in the room. There's a dead body.
I need you to roll for a lasting injury.
Oh yeah, that's a thing.
You need to give me a Constitution.
Constitution saving throw? Is that what it is?
I think so.
I got a +0 in saving throws. That's.
All right. Please roll me a 1d20, please.
Oh my god.
Let's see what kind of lasting injury.
What is a
befalls you.
5?
A 5 is a crippled limb.
Oh my god.
You either broke your arm or broke your leg.
What is the difference?
The arm gives you you can't hold 2 different objects or wield 2-handed weapons, and you have disadvantage to some strength saving throws checks. The leg is your speed is halved, and you can't use the dash action, and you have disadvantage to most dexterity ability checks. And
Fucking fuck. Okay.
Neither of these are good because you're carrying Underroll.
I
So
did
you
this
can't
to
have a
Tim twice in the last campaign, so I should remember. Crippled limbs look like.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she's on my shoulders though. She can kind of keep her. Like I don't feel like I have to like hold her. So let's say that my arm got mangled.
All right. Please add that to your
I'm
character sheet. You have a mangled arm. Your arm got so burned.
Yeah, my arm is just still charred.
Oh.
Maybe I'm missing a finger or two or something. I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
Never getting those back.
Where do I just edit the notes?
Yeah. So you can't hold 2 different objects or wield 2-handed weapons. Disadvantage to some strength saving throws checks. Anything basically that involves using your arms.
Can't hold 2-handed weapons again.
Can't hold 2 different objects or wield 2-handed weapons. You can't dual wield, obviously. And you have disadvantage to strength saving throws and checks that involve arms and hands, I guess.
Okay.
Which are probably most strength saving throws and checks.
Right. So I'm trying to kick something off me or something.
Right.
Okay. All right.
Don't worry, Mannix. There's lots of one-handed rogues out there.
I mean, the reason I picked arm is because I've actually got a hand crossbow as well as a light crossbow, so I'll lose instead of it's a 1d6 instead of a 1d8, but it's
he needs his legs for fleeing.
It's one-handed. I need my legs for fleeing. Absolutely, yeah. All right, so she's on my shoulders. We're in this room. I would like to investigate the body.
Okay. You can roll a check for that. but
Okay.
you can tell right away. It's definitely looks like it is somebody from the what you would imagine an Order of the Gauntlet, like neophyte would look like, kind of wearing the armor. She does not appear to have any. You know what? Actually, roll a 1d100. I'm feeling bad for you guys.
I don't like that, but
See if you
that's
find
good.
anything. 1d100, please. 37. You find nothing.
37. Okay. All right. So there's a staircase in the middle. One of the things in this room.
Yep, a spiral staircase leading up. You note that it might be tricky to navigate it with somebody on your shoulders.
Okay. Could one of the other people on people's backs groups come help us stabilize? Giant spider, would you like to come in here and throw some webbing down? Maybe that might help
Nah.
ascend these stairs. I since I didn't record any number of pittons, I'm assuming I just used whatever pittons I had earlier on, so I don't have those on me.
Right, yeah.
I don't think I have anything else that could help me here. I have a grappling hook. Would throwing a grappling hook to the top of this staircase and using it to help as a guide upwards?
I mean, I could carry the grappling hook up there.
It might. Yeah, the spider can also climb.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do that.
All right, you can toss a grappling hook up there. Roll a dexterity check for me. See if you can get that grappling hook purchase. All right, yeah, you can get that grappling hook over to the other side. And it clicks on there.
Okay. So let's ascend the staircase.
So we're using the grappling hook to...
I assume I'm using the rope as just sort of a guide up these stairs, sort of stabilize myself.
Okay, so you're not climbing up the rope. You're still going up the stairs, just using the
Right.
rope to stabilize. Okay.
Yeah.
And you still have your... It's you and Undrill then on each other's shoulders going up?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Give me an acrobatics check with advantage, please.
Okay. God damn it.
Oh, Christopher.
God damn it.
Do you have inspiration?
I don't have inspiration. Does Undrill have inspiration?
Undrill does not have inspiration. Oh, Christopher. All right. You you all make it like halfway up the steps and just fall off. You just lose your balance and you both go teetering off. You don't think you set off any traps, but you do just take falling damage. So that is going to be... roll a 2d6, please. And I'll do for Undrill. She goes, ah!
6 damage.
Alright, so you guys take a little bit of damage from the fall.
Alright, and I immediately scramble to get her back on my shoulders again. I'm terrified of being alone in this dungeon without the gimmick.
Yeah.
Alright, well, does somebody else want to try to get up there? I mean, this...
The spider can climb.
Spider, who you have on your shoulders? Go see what's at the top of these stairs. I tried and failed.
Yeah, I'll climb up there.
All right. How are you climbing up? As I should ask. There's a pillar, and then there's the stairs that wrap around it, or you can obviously go up and around, like the ceiling. The pillar is 30 feet high. The ceiling is 40 feet high.
Let's go up and around on the ceiling.
Okay. So you are... God, I hate having to do this 3D bullshit. You are 40 feet attached to the ceiling, and there is a very fancy-looking jug, maybe like 8 feet below you. You also see a pair of really nice gloves resting on that jug.
Can we look back down at the body and see if they're missing some gloves?
No, it doesn't look like it actually. They look like they are.
Can I look to
predates
see if
that.
there are any like mechanisms on top of there?
Roll a perception check.
Wait, I keep my wisdom.
Yeah.
as-
You should roll your druid wisdom.
Ah,
Forgot about that.
yeah.
That's interesting. You keep your like eyeballs then.
Or the brain that knows how to see things.
The brain.
I
that
keep
knows
the
how to
brain.
see? Okay.
The eyeballs don't transfer over.
You can process information better, maybe.
Right.
Yeah.
That's just
So-
the creepiest spider with dwarf
Perception.
eyeball.
That would be pretty creepy looking.
17. All right. You are pretty sure that there are any traps in this area. They are not attached to the jug area itself. Yeah.
Okay.
You can lower us down, I'll grab it.
It's like some Mission
Yeah.
Impossible shit.
I was just gonna knock it over and hopefully someone caught it, but
Hopefully someone just break the treasure we've been trying to get this whole time.
The spider chitters loudly and just knocks the jug off.
Oh
I
well.
hope someone
We'll get
understood
him. We'll get him next time, guys.
yeah, I'll lower it down so Celeste can grab it.
You want to lower both of you down because you can't leave each other's shoulders. Remember that.
Mannix is
Yes.
like just obsessed.
Mannix yells up in fear and trepidation.
Oh god.
Don't get off his shoulders, damn it.
All right. So what's paint me this picture?
So-
for me.
I'm lowering down.
He's basically just the elevator. He's just going down on his web, and as we go past it, I'm just going to grab it.
I was always just supposed to be the elevator.
Yeah.
All right. So okay,
He's
you're doing
the
this.
spider vader.
Okay, you're doing the spider thing, and Celeste is on the shoulders, and you grab the
Spider thing.
spider
Spider
thing. Yep. All right, and so you're grabbing the jug and the gloves, I assume.
Yes, and I
Yeah.
put the gloves on.
Rip.
No, he just has the very tips.
Yeah,
this
it's the
little
tip.
cute gloves on his.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. Nothing happens when you grab that jug and gloves.
But then, with the gloves on, he tries to pick up the jug and it slips off because the gloves don't fit.
And then everyone falls off each other's shoulder.
Yeah.
And then we all die.
Yeah.
game
It's,
over.
it's really funny if you're not involved.
Right. If you're not there in the room.
All right, then I go back up to the ceiling and climb down the way I came.
Undril kind of pats you on the head, Mannix, and says, I think we've got what we came for, but she kind of looks around. This isn't the best place, but, this may be a... We could maybe really rest here. With all these traps in the way, I can't see anything getting in here.
Okay, that
We're
sounds
gonna
fine.
sleep on top of each other.
I mean, I would like to roll an insight check on 100. Just to see how much she believes her own.
Okay.
Now you roll well.
Yeah, now I roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
She seems like she's inferring to the best of her ability, just based on the fact that with all these traps in the way, like nothing's really gonna get to you in here.
Mannix says, I mean, if you want to tell everybody else that, fine. I'm fucking terrified right now of letting anyone get this, but
It's like, I know it's dangerous in here, but it was dangerous out there as well. And frankly, my dear, you really need a good rest. I fear you're running on fumes.
you're so heavy.
Excuse me. She like just slaps your head. How dare you?
All right, fine. That sounds reasonable.
May have to give word to the others.
I think Kless and George are the only ones not in the room now. Or who's on?
Kales, well, yeah, we haven't been updating the tokens. Kales is on. Grabbed the shit from. Was on.
Oh, so it's George.
Spider,
it's
so
George and Gillian.
I think
George
you're
and Gillian
all.
are the only. Yeah. Those two are coming up. Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys have all pretty much made it back here.
Okay.
It's like, or if we want, we can just rest in here and assume the others will. I don't know.
That'll be fine.
Made it in here.
Manic's trying to yell from the room.
Yeah,
down
maybe
the
we
hall
can call it back. Yeah.
to get Azaka's attention. Just not necessarily to tell her to come to the place because it's fucking dangerous.
Right.
But just to hold steady for the next 8 hours while we sleep.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to just call for a while, and Annette actually the one that runs over, and she kind of gets the cobwebs and almost slips into the pit. She's like, "Oh my gosh!" And you
don't come in here.
Yeah.
Don't fucking come in here. Just hang out outside.
It smells
8 hours.
like burned
we'll
flesh in here.
Fuck off! Don't ask.
Oh my.
We'll be out in a bit.
All right. Yeah, you guys succeeded at the Shrine of House of Man and Crocodile. Would you like to know what that loot is now, or tease it for next time?
And we're long resting, so might as well.
Okay. Yes, you guys can officially, finally, long rest, hole up in this room.
Oh boy, yeah.
Yeah. Which I'll have to look up our healing rules, because I'm not sure you heal from a broken arm at a long rest. I think that stays with you for a while.
No, that at least when Stroking Sunder, Tim had to go to
Yeah, healer.
The healer, yeah.
Yeah.
For both of them.
Yeah. You guys, yeah, you can click on your token and click on that long rest button. You want to know about the jug or the gloves first?
Well, since the spider put on the gloves.
I feel human again.
The jug is Ubtau's restorative ointment. Well, it says glass jar, but we'll say it's a ceramic jug that contains 4 doses of a thick mixture that smells faintly of aloe. As an action, 1 dose of the ointment can be swallowed or applied to the skin. The creature that receives it regains 2d8 plus 2 hit points, and it also cures poison and disease. There's 4 doses of that.
Okay. That's pretty good.
I'd toss it to Mannix.
I'm probably going to need it.
And the gloves are gloves of swimming and climbing. While wearing these gloves, climbing and swimming don't cost you extra movement, and you gain +5 bonus to athletics checks made to climb or swim. They do require attunement. And human hands. Clarify.
Why?
The spider tries to attune so hard.
I need to know how to climb better. And I think that is a good stopping point for this week's adventure. Thank you to Chris, Heather, Rochelle, Raymond, and Reese for playing. Thank you to our wonderful fans for watching. Go to roguewatson.com for recaps, patreon.com/roguewatson if you'd like to support my channel. We are live streaming our D&D adventures every week, and we will see you next time.